Yo, sensations and aberrations, back to Dredge. Last time we sailed over to the Stellar Basin, and now we're going to see what's going on in this whole Stellar Basin, other than there being incredible creatures at night. There's a researcher to talk to. Oh, hello. I wasn't expecting visitors. Who are you? I'm just a fisherman. Ah, yes. I thought you had the look. But a fisherman all the way out here? That's rather strange. Well, it's a pleasure to meet you all the same. I've not seen another soul in ages. In fact, I could do with your help if you had the time. What do you need help with? Well, I need some help collecting samples to study. I was originally posted at the research outpost on the interior side of the basin, but I was attacked. A large creature emerged from the depths and destroyed the outpost. Now it rests at the center of the basin. I fled here and have been making do the best I can, but I had to leave most of my equipment behind. So now my research has come to a halt. Take a look at this list of specimens I need. You can drop them off here. You might need to experiment with different fishing strategies to collect them all. Alright, there you go. There's also... oh, we need to get a net for that. You'll notice that they have a catch style. That one's only catchable by net, because of course it is. So we'll need to get our thing outfitted for nets before we can get to that. We also have a firefly squid, which we had a chance to catch, but we just didn't get there soon enough. I can't put that in storage yet. Is there anything else? Well, tell me about yourself. Oh, okay. I don't think there's much to say. I studied biological science in Iron Haven College. It was a struggle. There were no other female students in the department that year, or the year before, or the year before that. It's hard not to feel like an outsider in an environment like that, you know? You probably don't. When I graduated, I managed to land a job at the Northern Biological Research Society. And then, well, I was posted here, by myself. I thought I would relish the peace and quiet, but I miss having company. I've always had someone, or at least a pet. Out there, it's just machines. Well, is there anything else? Let's see. Right, that's what she's asking. Is there anything else? What sort of creature attacked you? Well, I got the sense that it was attacking the research outpost itself, not me specifically. I suspected it was disturbed by some of the monitoring equipment. There were dozens of machines running there, all powered by a noisy generator. It was huge, larger than any marine species I've ever studied. It attacked with tentacles. I think I've seen that. I guess some sort of octopus or squid or anemone. One of my research vessels was moored around the back of the station, so I managed to slip away while it was tearing apart the front. There's lots of valuable data or equipment left there. But I'm not going back. I can't. I won't face it ever again. Alright. Have you noticed anything unusual since you arrived? Well, now that you mention it, I've been so preoccupied with the attack and having to rebuild here, I almost had forgotten. I found these letters from my sister. She sent them while I was studying before she... well... The researcher is quiet for a moment and stares off to the side, wistfully. Anyway, I kept finding them among my papers. I don't remember packing them, but I must have. I started finding them more frequently. They turned up in my collection nets, and then in my sampling tubes. They were letters I had never seen before, but they were in her writing. They were in her name. They were saying things and talking about things that happened after she died. I can't explain it. Okay, that's sort of weird. Anyway, I'll catch your fish. I'm going to sleep here a moment, though. Wake up. Alright. I docked and undocked. Did I empty out the boat? Did not empty out the boat. Thanks for reminding me. Let's go ahead and empty out the boat. Put all the stuff in storage. Boop, boop, boop. Alright. Let's rock and or roll. So we need to go get a net on this sucker, which is unfortunate because I don't know what else we need for that. Let's head over here to this. This is the only other little spot that we haven't been to. There also could be something to get on the way. Let's also switch over to haste. There's something we can find on one of these beaches. I can't remember which one it is. There's a black stone over there. We'll see what that is in a moment. There's some red snapper. I only know from experience. Let's just get a little bit of bearing around here. Also, time is going really fast in these parts, but I did sleep away a lot of the day. Not a big problem. It's day 10 here. We're making fine progress. Can't remember what the heck we even need for the rest of the net stuff. There's some stuff over there, though. That's just more junk. Oh, actually, that's an upgrade part. We'll definitely get that. There we go. Free upgrade part. Always a pleasure. Let's go ahead and make our way over here, shall we? We close? We're getting there. This place is fairly safe. Fairly safe. Let's go ahead and turn on our lights. So we don't lose our freaking bananas. Don't lose your bananas. We'll go there in the morning, I think. What's that? Now, what is that? The stone hums silently and sending ripples through the air around it. Faint shapes dance upon the surface, vanishing right before your eyes as you focus on them. What the hell is that? You touch the stone. The stone does not respond to your touch. You know, we might come back here in just a moment. We'll see. I am sorry for losing my bananas. There's lights off in the distance. Those stones are kind of interesting, but they're not something you absolutely have to interact with. The octopi are glowing in the moonlight, as they often do. Oh, boy. Okay. Thankfully, it effed off, so we're all good. We're all good. Everyone stop panicking. Oh, hi there. You had any face. Fisherman, I'll take it. Perfect. Well, we should get along like a house on fire. I'm a traveler and a merchant, all rolled into one. If you won't have any fish to sell, I'll take them on abroad, and I'll sell them at the next town I come across. Likewise, I'll hold a small cargo of equipment in blue between places. You're welcome to peruse the stock and see if there's anything that takes your fancy. Come and see me whenever you're ready to try. So she's got a floating dock, she's got a fish market, she's got a shipyard, she's also got a questo. She's got the old floating dock. Might be used to dry docks and other ports, but you can make some upgrades to your boat here at the floating dock. Check it out. And we will. So I need a net. I don't think I have one bolt. One bolt. That's all I got. We're gonna have to find more bolts. That's unfortunate, but whatever. There's still plenty of time, right? I did want to buy these before I don't, so I have plenty of those. Oh, I actually can't yet. I forgot. You need to see that thing before you can get it. Suits. Oh yeah, that's that one thing we have for the builder woman over at Still Point. Like research samples, we're working on it. Oh yeah, we did get the rods, reels, and rigs. We now reel and fish 10% faster. It's pretty good. Especially for free. What was I going to do? I was going to maybe make something else. What you got? Oh, hello again. Come by for a chat. Hey, you need any help with anything? Assistance from an angle? Absolutely. I'll be trying to collect records of where each species of fish is located. I figured that most of them, how my travels have been so far, but there have been a few that I haven't been able to track down. Reckon you could spare some info for me? Of course I'll be with that. Great. Fish I'm looking for are the oarfish, the gulper eel, the Goliath tigerfish, and the coelacanth. I know little about each species already, so maybe I can point you in the right direction. Alright. Can you tell me about the oarfish? Given that the oarfish has a long and fragile body, I suspect they might live reasonably deep in calm water, maybe in the shelter of the Gale Cliffs, would seem. What about the gulper eels? I know the gulper eels live in the deepest depths imaginable. You'll have to have some specialist gear to catch one of those. Alright, that's not that helpful. How about the tigerfish? These guys are legit scary. They hunt in the murky, swampy waters, using the shade of trees as cover. So we'll probably need some mangrove catching stuff for that. What about coelacanths? Actually, I have no idea what coelacanths might be. They have kind of a primordial feeling, don't you think? I don't know. I've never seen one. Alright, what do you think of Stellar Basin? Oh, it's beautiful crystalline water. It's a shame that I can't take my boat much further in. I've run aground on the coral too many times. Have you checked out the abandoned resort to the east? It's pretty impressive. Got some decent salvage there too. Alright, sounds good. It's kind of amazing how quickly it falls to ruin without people to maintain it. In a few years, these pontoons will probably be the same way. That's the way things are, I guess. Alright, well tell me about, so are you always out on the water? Yeah, always. I like to keep moving along. You know, rolling stones don't collect moss and all that. The merchant is secondary to traveling, really. I'm more of the merchanting traveler. I get to see all kinds of places, which is nice. And I get to meet all kinds of people, which is also sometimes nice. Alright, any strange things out at sea? Strange things? Hey, there are plenty of those. I try not to dwell on them, you know. Could go crazy. But hey, if you're seeing strange things, maybe you're not seeing them right away. Maybe you're just... maybe they're not so strange after all. Or perhaps they are. And they're incredibly dangerous. Like those boats you keep seeing. But they're not the risky. Yeah, you're probably right. Alright, cool. What do I want to do with you? You'll buy fish, you have crab pots. I think we need crab pots for... Maybe we don't. Maybe I just need this one stupid net. Yeah, I should probably do that too. Yeah, let's do that. Let's reposition our rods real quick. My storage. Yeah, I want to put on that side. So uninstall this. Let's flip it up. Flip it up. There you go. Stick that over there, and then we'll just sleep the night away, and then the morning we'll make some progress. Because we need to go and get our net. We can get that lamb squid or whatever at any time. It's not a big problem. There's more of those red snappers. Again, we have plenty of money, so I'm not really concerned with that. What is this? Oh, what the? That looks dangerous. It's dangerous. Run away. And that's why you don't trust everything in this game. Oh, look, dolphins. There's also like a hammerhead shark there. Let's get out our fishoscope. Looks like a hammerhead to me. Anyway, let's go check out that resort. She said something about salvage being over here. I'm interested in salvage. Getting my dredge on, if you know what I mean. Ah, yeah, there is some dredgeables in there. Unfortunately, we cannot access them because of reasons. Let's see. I still don't see what I'm looking for. Ah, there's something. I think this is it. The doggy. There's a skinny brown dog leaping around in the shadows. Occasionally, it lunges into the water, snapping at some small silvery fish. Its technique is ineffective. Disembark. That's not a pun. You jump off the boat into the thigh-high water. The dog stops chasing the fish and focuses on it. Let us call to the dog. The dog wags its tail briefly but doesn't move. Let's throw some fish, which I do not have. You throw some scraps into the water near the dog. Pounces at the splash and swallows the seawater. It's not very smart. Let's go ahead and call the dog again. Poochie, 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 poochie. Wags its tail brief. Let's slowly approach. You wade towards the shore. As you get closer, the dog backs up a little ways and sits. Let's throw some fish. You throw some scraps towards the dog, which land in the sand. The dog eats them along with a mouthful of sand. Poochie, 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 poochie. You make small, encouraging noises, and the dog cautiously approaches, but stops out of your reach. Call for the dog again. Call to the dog softly, but it doesn't seem to want to get any closer. Slowly approach. You move closer to the dog. It seems startled and runs back to the shoreline. Hold out some fish in your hand. You hold out some fish scraps in the palm of your hand. The dog slowly approaches and slowly begins licking at them, thankfully not biting you. You pat the dog. You reach out and pat the dog gently. Its eyes follow your hand, and it seems to understand that you're not a threat. You pat the dog again. Pat the dog again. It seems to be enjoying it. Okay, bye, dog. Make your way back towards the boat, and as you are wading out, you hear the sloshing of 4 legs cutting through the water. You stop and turn around. The dog is standing a few paces behind you. It tilts its head quizzically, like a dog. You say, "Come here, you." You continue, this time the dog alongside. Its tail is wagging so hard that it beats the water into a froth behind it. When you get to the boat, you turn around and pull the dog aboard. I said, there we go. You lift the dog onto the deck. It walks around briefly before curling into a square-shaped pattern in your cargo, looking up at you. Maybe you could find this dog a more permanent home, someone who is lonely. That is wood. There's our bolts of cloth. I think that's what we need. Let's get the bolts of cloth. Oh, and that's wood. There's bolts of cloth, though. Alright, let's get our dredge on. One cloth? Might as well get as much as you can when you're near these things. Especially since there's a chance for upgrade parts whenever you're doing this. Just keep myself on my toes switching around like that. Do I want to get more stuff? I mean, I could. It's right there. Wood is something you need a ton of, so I might as well pick that. Alright. Put that there. And then after this, I think we'll go back to... Uh-oh. Concerned? Okay, we're fine. Probably. Those jellyfish are not nice people, so you need to keep an eye on them. Alright, there it is. There's something out there. I think that may be a relic. The other relic has something like that going on. That's just that black stone again. We don't need to worry about that. Is that speed? Too faster. It's so hazy, I can't see shit. Uh-oh. Getting stressed. We're not even in the danger zone yet. You'll know when you're in the danger zone. Oh, there's some kind of pink thing out there in the darkness. Don't worry about it. It's probably fine. Alright. Let's go to the floating dock. I need to get this. Very important. There we go. Now we can get our net. Speaking of which, give me my net. Most of the gear is super heavy, so don't offload. So if you don't offload it at every pontoon, whatever that means. But come aboard and see what equipment I've got for sale. Sure. Let's put this stuff in storage. I would like your net, please. This gets coastal fish. The dog is in the way. Did it make a noise? It did. It barked. It barked at me. 4 hours to install this thing. That's good. And we've lost some of that. Let's actually go to the floating dock and see what else we can put on here. I need another scrap, which I do have. Cool. Put it on there. Do I have money? I have money. Cool. We'll get that too. And do I have the stuff for this? I have the stuff for this. Oh my goodness. So I'll put that there. Yeah. Now we can get our new hull. Or start working towards it. New hulls make you have more cargo spaces, and you can also sustain an additional impact. Just rocks, right, Wink? Now, you might see a new space on here and go, what's that? You mean this? Refined metal? Don't worry about that. We can actually buy that, which is the dumb thing. If we go to the shipyard, you'll see it in this section. Game. There we go. I guess I'll just click on the tabs. So there's your refined metal. You also may have seen that thing earlier that was behind the wood barricades, or whatever you want to call them. That was also refined metal. But you have to have an additional thing to get that. Anyway, next time, we have our new net. We have what we need to actually catch the fish that the researcher needs. And we have a new pooch. What will we do with this new pooch? Well, you have to tune in to find out. I hope I see you then. Bye-bye.